coming to you from Venice Island, and we have just an absolutely breathtaking, gorgeous day. I hope wherever you are enjoying the same. Venice Island happens to be or Venice, Florida, happens to be the shark's tooth hunting capital of the world. So that's what we're kind of noted for. You can find prehistoric shark's teeth along our beaches like a mako or bull, or if you go diving into the deep blue sea, you may be lucky and fortunate enough to pull out one of these puppies that belong to 65 feet megalodon sharks that lived between 2 and 5 million years ago. And this one's about probably almost 6 inches. And also home of the J.P. Morgan bear. This bear was carved for banker J.P. Morgan. It's my most favoritist, which is not a word, worldly possession in the world, one of them, and because it's been passed down through my family for about 3 generations. And also my Bitcoin sidekick, BB-8. 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 It's kind of slow this afternoon. Go to sleep. I turned him off right away because he can get squirrely. As we look at the markets today, we got Bitcoin trading once again 43,000. And what's really amazing about today is that we have a market cap of about 1.8 billion, and the volume's really big. And what that means in layman terms is that there are institutions coming in, which has been spiked by a combination of Elon Musk being in the news, as well as MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor had a conference a few days back where he invited 7,000 companies and tried to persuade them that it might not be a bad idea to have part of your portfolio, your fiat cash, to be put in a digital asset called Bitcoin. Okay, let's just dive down into the news and see what else we got going on. I'm going to keep this one a little short at the end of this video. I always like to do what I call money on the table. It's just an opportunity outside that you can grow a few dollars, save dollars. So I have a fun one. I'll actually probably have a link to it on all the videos going forward and feature it, because it's a fun, exciting project that kind of combines a lot of neat things from digital assets to precious metals. And also, if you would, hit the subscribe button below and the alert bell if you want to get notifications when I come out with a new video, that you can get news, events, trends, and analysis in the digital asset world that move the markets. And if you like this video, also hit the like button. Helps in our algorithm. So let's dive right in. I'm going to bring this over. I got to improve the setup, but I will be. So we're just kind of starting on the studio. But we'll get it all down, trying to have a little fun and keep this colorful. But if we take a look at what's going on, and this one, like, I'm going to pull up this site. I like this site a lot because the picture's worth 1,000 words. This is called coin360.com, and it gives you a snapshot like that. Tells you what's going on in the market. If you can see, Bitcoin trading now, it's actually down a little bit, down to 45,000. Ethereum slightly up at 1,743. And then we'll put it in colors. So, you see a sea of green, we know that you're basically up. And if you see a sea of red, then we're obviously basically down. And what you see and may notice is happening is that we are coming into what's called alt season, which means that a lot of the money that flowed into Bitcoin will be flowing into other altcoins, such as some of the larger ones in number 2 spot, which is Ethereum. And then also we have some others up here like Litecoin and so forth that are in there. And if we take a look at coin market cap, we see again today's total market cap at, I take that back, we're at 1.3 billion, and the volume in the last 24 hours is 233 billion. Bitcoin dominance is up. Actually, it's slightly down. It's readers, as we like to call them in the house. Bitcoin dominance is slightly down to 61.7%, still up there pretty good. So, and if we look at some of our top gainers going, as we move down the list of the top 10 coins, there's our Bitcoin. It's up 21% over 7 days, down about 4% today. Ethereum up 10%, slightly down today. Cardano's been on a tear. It is 90% over 7 days and still up 24% today. Polkadot 15%. Litecoin 16%. These are over 7 days. Chainlink 5%. Okay, and here's our Dogecoin. Will it not go away? Not as long as Elon Musk is still kind of tweeting about it. Won't be going away for a while. And who else? Gene Simmons and Snoop Dogg. There you go. There's like the last three. They're up today, another 5%, and they're 137% over on the last 7 days. Okay. So, and also, this is a real good gauge. If you're new to the crypto space, that's really who I kind of geared my channel for, is people that are just now discovering Bitcoin, and they're trying to scratch in their head and say, man, I hear it all the time. I see it in the news all the time, exactly what it is. You're my audience. I want to help you along the ways and teach you a few things, the pitfalls to avoid and ways that you can best suit yourself in this digital space. And if you have been trading Bitcoin for a while, I hope I can just bring one thing to the table that makes you money. And that's what I'm always keeping a lookout for. So it just might be during your day, you're so busy, you don't see some of the opportunities, because I dedicate a fair number of hours, 8-10 hours a day in research and so forth, that I'll bring to your attention. And you're like, wow, thank you, Rob. That's a good news. And here's one of them. The Fear and Greed Index today for Bitcoin is extreme greed. It's at 92, guys. And what that means in layman terms is that if it's at 92, you might want to be thinking about taking a little profit off the table. If you have never jumped into Bitcoin, you might not want to jump in, because by and large, if when people are greedy, that's when you want to sell. And when there's fear and blood in the streets, as they say, that's when you want to buy. You want to buy low and then sell high. See? Boop, boop. Okay, that's it. Now take a look at a couple of little pieces of news that's going out there. And I actually, all the world's a stage. I think a lot of these news events are timed for a reason, and they're just kind of like laying them out. So Max Kaiser, who's pretty infamous in the Bitcoin digital space, claims that Oracle will buy Bitcoin, according to an anonymous source. Says that Oracle will be the next company to buy Bitcoin. Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison is Tesla's second largest shareholder. So that will be one thing. If he does, probably won't have quite the pump that Elon Musk did when he announced that he bought 1.5 billion in Bitcoin, which happened to be about 7% of his total fiat on the side, assets, his cash of his books. But anyway, so that's something that we'll be keeping a lookout. Also, I don't have the article in front of me today, but Apple is also, that's probably another one you might expect to be pumping out a little bit of news that they are going to be offering where you can buy cryptocurrency. They're going to, or have a coin. I'll try to find that feature in another video. Moving along, Bitcoin's Elon Musk pump rallies Bitcoin to 48,000. I think it hit 48,000 last night, guys. And it says it was exclusively driven by whales. And what that means, if you're new to the space, a whale means that it's kind of fun. If you're a whale, I think you own 1,000 Bitcoins, which is a lot of money. I think that's what it is. So anyway, it's if you own 1,000 Bitcoin, you are considered a whale. So anyway, so basically, when I mentioned earlier with the total volume, is that those are really big institutions, whales coming in that are pumping up this market. On another note, says here, Bitcoin, why 50,000 will come sooner than expected. And well, shoot, we just about touched it already, so we're just about there. So, but it just says that Tesla's latest purchase of Bitcoin worth 1.5 billion, assuming that it was purchased at 39,000 per Bitcoin, amounts to a total of 38,000 Bitcoins. Soon after the news was made public, the market retail traders responded to this purchase, blocking to the said purchase and increasing demand on spot and derivatives exchanges. So it'll be fun, and especially also be really interesting to see where we are a year from now at the end of 2021. All right, moving on to now what I call my money on the table. This is, by the way, I need to mention this. I'm not a financial advisor. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. But going back to my money on my table, there will be a link to this down below, being that if you have been aware of what's going on all over the world as well as here in the United States, You have the Federal Reserve printing. We just have this unlimited supply. 35% of all dollars circulating since they've been printing dollars were printed last year. What that means is your purchasing power, the value of your dollars going down quite stably 15, 20% every year, which is why I kind of got interested in digital assets as well. So anyway, and so what happens is that fiat currency is moving down in its purchasing value normally prior to Bitcoin. The safe havens were, I think there's three that go back well over history. One's just precious metals, gold and silver, real estate, and then actually in this, when I talk about going back over 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago, it would also be like in art and collectibles. But most people, they may end up, you'll see that they take their money and they put it in gold or silver. And in this case, a lot of companies or individuals, they're also putting it into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, just like gold, has a finite supply, unlike the unlimited printing of the US dollar. So anyway, and what this company is, Apollo FinTech is the company, and what we're looking at is they're producing a coin, a digital coin that is called GSX. And if you look into Apollo FinTech, they're really big. I mean, you see them, they've been featured in Forbes, NASDAQ, Fox Business, Fox News, Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, list goes on. So it's a well-trusted company. So it's not like a fly-by-night, something new. But here is their GSX coin. There's a link to it down below. And it's just, I think, it's an idea whose time has come, being that it is a gold-secured currency, and it is a stable coin. And if you're new to the space, what happens if you buy Bitcoin and then you sell it, you may sell it into what's called USDT or USDC, which is a stable coin. It does not move very much in value, maybe a penny. So it's always pegged to the dollar. So it may be 99 cents or it may be $1.01, but it's usually right there. This, however, will be that stable coin, but it is backed by precious metals like gold, silver. They own a copper mine, and a lot of these precious metals really in high demand because of doing solar, technical. I mean, what goes on in the internet, space program. All these are really valuable electrical cars. I mean, there's not enough silver out there to supply the demand. So anyway, it's backed by gold, silver, and copper. And the really cool thing about it, instead of just staying at $1, it can rise to $5, $10, $15, increases its value, but it won't swing and fluctuate like Bitcoin or other digital assets. And then on top of that, they will be paying dividends of like 5%. So it's just a great place that if you made money in Bitcoin, that you could put it over in this stablecoin GSX, and then it will be increasing in value as well as paying you a dividend every year. So that's pretty sweet. And right now, at the link down below, they have a special. I mean, it's going on. They're doing it like in 3 phases. First phase is basically like 10 cents on the dollar. You buy a coin for 10 cents, which is what I did. And when you go to the site, they'll have some kind of bonus. It might be 17, 15% on top of that. So you buy 1,000, you'll get 1,150. And then also, if you use my link down below, they'll give you an extra 5%. So you'll be at 1,200. So if you bought, spent $100, you'd have 1,200 GSX coins. And this goes, I think this first round ends in about 75 days or so. And the second round of sales will be pegged at 22 cents. And then the last one will be at $1, which may be 3 years out. So do your own diligence and research on it. I think it's really a lot of fun. And I think it's a great idea. I mean, fun, but I just think it's, again, an idea whose time has come. So anyway, that link's down below. Check it out. And then, again, on following videos, I'll be putting some kind of money on the table to just help you out incrementally. The old saying, don't trip over pennies on your way to dollars. So I want to take advantage of every last one of them. Thank you so much for dropping by. If you did, hope you have a great day wherever you are, and take time to make someone smile as well. Until next time, bye.